Okay, good morning. Day 3. The intent is to use food as our medicine and lower A1C, average blood sugar over the course of the last 3 months. Now, we're doing this one meal at a time, and we're also, in a way, doing this one in between the meals at a time, right? We have the meals that we eat where we're ingesting food that is in the form of protein, carbohydrates, and fat, some combination thereof. We had an example yesterday of me being out at a restaurant with a colleague, and one of the things I did is I cut the omelet in half. I made a choice about, and I had said yesterday that was the hardest decision that I had made that day, and it really was, because that omelet was so amazingly delicious that I want to have like all of it, and then I want to order another one and maybe even another one. Okay, I don't know, that's just maybe, I like a good thing. I like a lot of a good thing, and could there possibly be enough of a good thing? And I'm recollecting, I had a friend a long time ago in high school, and he was kind of a little bit famous in our tiny world for saying, basically, I don't want enough, I want more than enough. Like, because we're at some club, and the bouncers had said, son, you've had enough. And his response was, but I don't want enough. I want more than enough. Well, I don't know if you're like me or my friend. You just want a lot of a good thing, right? Okay. Well, let's think about this for a moment. Let's think about, what do we actually need more of that would be a good thing? Okay, and I'm going to say this is going to be maybe one of our secret weapons here in this journey. It's nice to have a few secret weapons, but let's be a little careful. Let's not think about this like a fight or a battle too much. Okay, we're not fighting A1C. We're just coming into a greater place of ease with our mind and body. We're letting our mind and body kind of balance, come to a new balance. And we're giving our body the tools that are going to help our body to be able to achieve a kind of a easier way of being. We're not going to fight something. We're not fighting sugar. That would be completely ridiculous. First off, if we start to fight sugar, there's no way we can win. How could we win? Think about it. Sugar, it's a tiny speck of a thing, right? How can you fight that? All right, we're not fighting sugar. Our secret weapon here that I want to talk about today, though, is this. I made a little concoction, and it doesn't look delicious. Like, if this was on the menu at a restaurant, like, would you order it? You'd be like, oh yeah, I would like this stuff that it looks like it came out of the back of a horse. I'll have an order of that. It actually tastes kind of good, a little bit. I mean, it's not like terrible, but more importantly, I'm not worried about what it tastes like because I'm using food as my medicine, all right? So what I want to talk about a little bit is, right off the bat, today, third day, first meal, I'm giving my body this opportunity to create a new ecosystem, like inside of me. So at the most basic level, in our digestive system, we have a lot of bacteria working for our benefit. Okay, let's get on the side of that. Let's get on the side of the bacteria working for our benefit. Let's put our mind to the intention that we're going to be in harmony with helpful effort and all this brilliant ecosystem inside of our bodies that is working to break down food, that's then going to help to deliver the nutrients to every cell of our body, where our mitochondria is going to turn that into energy. So let's get the basic building blocks going. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start with this here. This is a product from Garden of Life, raw fiber. It's easy to find online. I might put it on my website, and for people to be able to buy. And but you can find it anywhere. You just plug it into Google. And so this is it says Beyond Organic Fiber, and what it is a whole bunch of sprouted seeds and grains. And so the sprouting causes a certain interesting engagement of the nutrients, and we're going to utilize this as a foundation. So a scoop of this, I'm putting it in my coffee today instead of cream. That's kind of how I made mine. And then I'm adding this super duper probiotic formula. Now sometimes I'll just take a tiny couple of little probiotic like pills, right? But I'm going to use this super duper one that has 400 billion, I don't know, it seems like a lot, 400 billion strains of probiotics, like little tiny little workers that are helping us, right? We're saying, hey, here, we got an interesting job to do. Come on, let's work together. Right? We're bringing in some helpers, right? And so I've got a scoop of this, and you can read all the research about this. It's kind of fascinating to me to think that we have inside of ourselves a whole world, like an amazing world that's working. And so my cat just ran by. She's super excited. And when I start to talk about this, Rasa and the cat, that's the cat's name, the cat, by the way, they start to get a little bit more energized when we talk about, like, we have a whole world inside of us that's a whole very interesting ecosystem. So we got 400 billion extra workers that want to help us and to build something amazing, right? We're aligning our intention with this kind of feeling and inviting these helpers to come in. Also, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some digestive enzymes as well. So this is something I've discovered that works pretty well for me. And these digestive enzymes, you could also research this yourself online. And by the way, I'm not a physician. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a person. I'm trained as a therapist, and I've worked with a lot of people with medical issues and other kinds of difficult problems and helping them to get from here to there. I used to work at the UMass Stress Reduction Clinic in the early days, and I was fortunate to spend a little bit of time there. It had a big impact on me. So mindfulness-based stress reduction is the core of everything that I'm doing. And it's for me, the critical key ingredient. We'll talk more about that as we go along. So I'm not saying that, I'm not providing you like a kind of a command that you have to take digestive enzymes. I'm just saying this is something that I'm doing to help myself. And we're going to see as time goes on, how does this affect blood sugar? You can follow along and you can try anything that I'm trying that you want, but it's up to you, and you should talk with your doctor about what's really right for you and make sure that you're in a good relationship with your doctor and making good decisions for yourself, particularly ones that feel right to you. If this did not feel fundamentally something like right for you, then it would be important to just take it, just toss it out. It's digestive enzymes. So in this, there is a variety of enzymes that are utilized to help the process, to help all these workers over here go to work. And it's like a tool, that the enzymes are tools that all the little bacteria can use to help break everything down and to help our bodies be more efficient. And so I'm utilizing digestive enzymes to help myself. The final secret ingredient of my secret mix that I'm having as my first meal today is this, it's another Garden of Life product that I like. And it's basically super green food. Okay, so in this has like a bunch of stuff like, organic beet, organic carrot, organic spinach, organic everything under the sun, like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, parsley. You see where I'm going with this, okay? All this green stuff, and that is organic, and that it's kind of reduced down to this powder, so it's all these nutrients. So I'm giving my body nutrients, and I'm giving my body some extra help with enzymes, and I'm giving my body all the fiber through some sprouted seeds and grains, and I'm inviting 400 billion tiny little helpers to come in and help out with everything. Okay, that's where it's at today. First meal of the day is this very interesting concoction right here. There it is. Does it look delicious? It's not bad. It has an interesting flavor. It'd be best to think of something that doesn't actually, I wouldn't like run down the street carrying a flag saying this is the best tasting thing I've ever had. I wouldn't do that, But, because we have the choice to think about things, I could, upon the taste of this, align my intention with like, oh, here's something interesting that I'm doing for myself. I'm giving my body some very helpful tools, and I'm coming into alignment with what I'm ingesting. And, whatever we practice gets stronger. So if I practice a positive attitude towards something I never tasted something that came out of the back end of a horse. I never tried that, So I don't know what it tastes like, but when I smell it, it does smell like it's something like right off the farm a little bit, But there's a lot of good things that are right off the farm, like the smell of hay in the morning, throwing a bale of hay. And the smell of that, I remember doing a little bit of that at my grandfather's farm when I was little, and just the atmosphere. Like we want to come back into some memories from when we were little. Now, if you didn't grow up on a farm, that's okay. I just spent a little time there in the summers, really, with my family. Find other interesting experiences that capture your imagination. Stuff from when you were little, when you played with toys, or you had your airplane and you're flying it around, you got your little Lamborghini that I seem to talk about constantly, and we got to find this like energy, right? This kind of original feeling of being alive and well, and let's ride that. All right, surf's up, let's do it.